Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tony Climbs. I was back in my hometown for the weekend, so I did a couple climbs, a couple days of climbing. Starting off here with this Black V0. This climbing gym Pacific Edge uses just the straight up grades. Um, they're quite a bit more difficult, I think, than Seattle Bouldering Project, which is what I'm personally used to. So um, I was definitely surprised when I started climbing these. But that first black one, pretty straightforward, pretty easy. A little crimpy on the fingers, but not too bad. And then I really enjoyed this brown one here with the little square cubes. Able to pull myself up and grab that top one there. I moved on to this V2, this pink one here. Definitely on the easier side. The numbers you see on those climbs there, they're actually from a climbing competition that I think is like 3 sets old at this point. So I think they would be rotating out kind of here towards their next reset. And so you kind of get a number, and then the grade itself is also on there. Able to get that one. Number 15, another V2 here. This green one was actually pretty unique. I don't know, definitely the bouldering project, I don't think really has too many of these. That's kind of what I'm comparing. I'm going to compare a lot of these climbs to. Just here, kind of get your foot up, kind of in a corner. That was fun. It was a good climb. Got the feet up, matched the top. We're all happy. Then got really low on this start here on this dark green portion of the climb. Able to bump my right hand up, and then kind of get this side pull undercling sort of vibe going here. Hit this little crimp. Really have to pay attention to your feet on this one. Those were some dual text holds with just a little nub of actual like regular text hold. Then I kind of toned down the difficulty by using this orange climb here. E0, nice and simple. Get the left hand up, and then the right hand, easy match at the top. Now this was also a V0 here, and as you can see, I stood up and my foot just immediately slipped off the hold, so that was a little disappointing that I did that. But I was able to readjust, get the feet here. Paid even more attention to the feet than I had already been. I also made sure to brush off that foothold. Able to pull up here after getting my two hands up there. That was a nice easy match at the top. This purple one here, another V2. This is mainly a V2 heavy session. I think that's kind of where I'm at this gym. I've only done a couple V3s, V4s here, so this has definitely been an eye-opening experience, to say the least. But that's all right. Able to get this purple one done. Then we went to this back room, which these boulders are significantly higher. Now this yellow one here doesn't have a grade because they do a set. As you can see, the wall's pretty sparse here, so they've done one set on the wall, and then they'll come back the next week, do another set, and then they'll grade everything then. So I estimated this to be a V2. Could be a V1 though, to be honest, but I don't know, getting up this high with not great holds, I kind of gave it a V2. You let me know what you think that climb was. Nothing too crazy though. This V4 gave it a shot here. Went up, was able to get my right hand up, then I bumped it after I was able to get a little more leverage on it. Got the left hand up there. Then kind of a big pull up to get this big pink hold. And then I went out and I completely whiffed. I went right in between those two climbs because I kind of threw myself off. So instead, I navigated to this V3 here. Started off with this kind of Gaston move here. Leaning back. I went out to that right hand hold and I realized very quickly that that was not a very good hold there. That was more of a foot hold than it was an actual normal hold. So I kind of gave up on that one. I came back, tried it again, try to focus how I want to put my feet here. I decided on doing the same feet again. I think that was the right move, but then I kind of stood off of it and I kind of made a mistake. Tried it one more time and I was like, I really had to focus on the feet this session just because of I'm not used to the holds being so greasy and slippery, but I guess that gives it a little bit of charm. Really focused here. Went up with the left hand so I could step through with my right foot, and then I realized that wasn't the thing. So instead I went up again with the left hand, kind of grabbed on that little nub that I grabbed earlier, but I had a little bit better angle here. Able to bump it up one more time, go out onto that hold there, trying to find a good spot for my foot, kind of go out with the foot, and then I realized I just kind of had, used up all my stamina at that point. Took a little rest, and I thought I'd give another climb a try since there are so many climbs since I haven't been here in, I think probably a year at this point almost, or a few months, that I need to try this climb, try just as many climbs as possible. I was on this black climb, got the left hand out, did a little weird, I don't know, like jump there, but seemed to work out. Got on top of that start hold there, matched this hold with my left, slowly work my hand along, reach out with the right, and then from here I got up with the left, and then I just had to get feet in the right position here. Got one foot up on a hold, and I was able to kind of stand up off of that, match the top. I was pretty happy with that climb. That was definitely the climb of the day. Here, this pink climb, definitely a different speed from the other climbs here. Nice, easy move here. Reach out with the right hand. Get the foot up and over, and then kind of match the feet, and then get the flag that right foot out to give myself a little more stability. Climb the feet up a little bit more. And then one last move to the top. Able to get up there with my right hand, get that left foot up, and then match with the left hand. Now we move on to this like weird kind of corner area. This little like eyebrow thing. This brown climb, definitely a difficult climb. I would say this climb felt like a solid green climb if I was to compare it to a bouldering project climb, but it was a V1 difficulty, so it was definitely on the low end for a green climb, that's for sure. Up next, we have this yellow one here, which pretty straightforward, you would think. I kind of made the mistake here of putting that foot up too early, and then I like kind of double backed, second guessed myself. I went low. I was like, oh, this isn't making any sense to me. And then I didn't put my foot up after I got it, and I kind of just barn doored off the wall. So I made a couple adjustments here. One was I immediately went to the second hold here, got my foot up, and then immediately with my left hand went up to grab onto that just to get as maximum strength there as possible. And then from here I was able to just stand up and grab the top. Now this next climb here, this V3, I'm trying to start it. Sometimes you got to do climbs and fail them that you can't even start. You got to at least see, try something here. So I'm trying to get my feet right. I lean back. I try to go up for that. At this point I'm standing and it's just not happening, but that's okay. I now move to this V1 here, which is a little traverse kind of along the wall, and then you go up towards the end. Start off here, and I immediately step off because I realize I'm in this like weird position where I have to get my foot out really far, and I don't have a lot to grab onto. Like this hold here is honestly pretty bad. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, I need to move my fingers over as far as possible so I can give myself the greatest reach with my legs as possible here. So I reach out with my hand, then I get out with my foot. I'm able to move that along, keep that foot off the ground while kind of dragging it along the wall. Keep the feet moved over. I'm really like paranoid that my feet are going to slip off at like any moment now. I'm going to like fall and die, even though I'm like a couple inches off the ground. Now at this point, I'm able to stand up a little bit, lean back here one more time. I'm able to get up, get that foot up, and I was able to match the top. Pretty happy with that. Then we have this yellow climb, which is kind of where I had started. I started on that black climb there, but now this is a yellow V1 that I was trying. Able to get the feet up here. Honestly, pretty easy in comparison to the previous V1 I did. So their ranges for grades kind of seem a little large, but you know what? That's okay. Able to match the top there. Tried this V2. It's the red climb. It looks a little sketch, but kind of also looks fun at the same time. So kind of got on there. Reached out with the right foot here. And then I kind of went up to try and grab this here. I was able to kind of get onto this here. And then I pulled myself up and I went up for that and I just kind of fell back down. But that's okay. Finishing off the session here, we have this blue climb V0. I just wanted to finish off on something that I hadn't done before and that I knew I could do. So I felt like this was a pretty good climb to do. Just had to get that left foot up and then right foot up, and I was able to reach the top. Little smiley face there at the end. Tail the tape, you know, pretty good on most climbs. Obviously, V2, V3, V4, I kind of need, you know, at this gym, definitely more project-y grades than not. But overall, I feel like I did a pretty good job. Next video, I'm going to be doing the top rope, and I'll kind of give Pacific Edge a overall grade to kind of compare it to the other gyms that I've climbed in the past. Thanks for watching. Keep on climbing.